Okay, welcome back to the channel. So we're looking at an old Saber and typical tape, and I'll look at this. It's still got water in it, but it's not leaking. So one of the first things I look at is the squeegee, the blades, and the surface of the squeegee itself, and it's been neglected. It's corroded, and changing these blades would be a task, but getting that whole surface clean is the goal. It's not only the blades themselves, it's how smooth the surface is to pull water. And since this has been neglected, needless to say, this is gonna have to be replaced. This is a judgment call. Now, looking further on, we got larger batteries in here, and the date, thank goodness. I appreciate that they put the date code on here, because sometimes it's hard to pull off the batteries. Sometimes, and they don't stamp them all the time. Oh, here we go. All right, that's about right. So, we got barely enough voltage to power on the devices. So, I'm going to do that briefly. Wire nut job on the vac motor's been replaced a while back, but I'm going to see if it can take a charge, if this charger's operational. A lot of times we do see a lot of corrosion. I don't see these batteries lasting a long time because this has been sitting here for so long, according to one of the staff members here. But I want to check and see if the battery charger will power on. Should, with this amount of voltage, we need to have at least 50% of the voltage here. So, okay. So it's going up to at least 20, what I figure. That doesn't sound half bad. It's an older charger, but so I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes, and notice how we got some voltage climbing. Now the other thing to look at here as well is definitely how much current is going into the unit. So I got a clamp meter here, and we're going to set it for DC amps, and we're going to go see how much we're pumping. So yep, that's about 20. That's fine. See, this thing's been bounced around a little bit. Sometimes there may not be any output. At this point, I'm kind of up in the air. I definitely know the batteries aren't going to be long term. Based on the neglect, the corrosion, I just got to make a decision here. We're thinking long term at this point in time. So definitely the squeegee. And I briefly turned it on and I heard vac motor, but let's wait a few minutes here and see what we got. Okay, the control panel here, I may have missed this, but lots of exposure to moisture. I'm gonna take a look at here at the undercarriage briefly. Sometimes these casters get corroded as well. There's some surface rust. I mean, yeah, we're looking at how many years old this machine is. Is it worth the set of batteries? You know, that's what we're kind of worried about. It's just knowing how long this has been sitting. But if it's been sitting for over a year, 6 months to a year, that's when we start worrying about the battery. So I'm just kind of thinking long term on this, and I don't think it'd be a good option to keep this around. We'll check the hour meter too. I gotta get that on this machine. Okay, we got 24 volts initially here. This is no means gonna allow the batteries to be rejuvenated, because again, they've been sitting for an unknown period of time. But I'm gonna turn on a couple items. That doesn't sound great. RPMs are already down. Decent water vent. But with the squeegee the way it is, I'll have to talk to the building manager. But there's just too many things besides the batteries. You know, the costs are gonna add up. So let's have, we just gotta make a decision on this.